Hello, my friend. Good morning for you. This is Martin from Mexico. I found your videos in YouTube, and I'm going to tell you they are great. Also, let me tell you. Here in Mexico, I'm trying to program an HMI. The brand of my HMI is Wayne Tech. Actually, I found your videos because you are showing something how to program the Wayne Tech HMI. The model I'm using is this one, MT8072IP. So let me show you my program because I have some doubt in a specific how to catch some of the values from the list box. I mean, how to catch the actual item there the user is selecting, and then use this value to make a multiplication for other value. Let me show you. Just forget everything in the main form except this one. If I translate the word here, it means receive. Then I have a second form. In the second form, just forget everything except this item, this item, this item, and this item. The rest of the items you can forget it. Let me show you something. I'm going to run the program. I'm going to do a click to receipt. And then I would like the user select what exactly is the receipt you're working in. For example, you're receipt 1 or receipt 0. Okay, in this text box it should to show 0. That's perfect. If you do click in receipt 2, the total item you are selecting is the item number 2. I know it starts from 0 and 0, 1, 2. For example, if you do click here, the 4, it shows 4. And that's okay. Now let me show you something. We are here in the second form. This is the list box I specified. For example, I add by hand these items. For example, receive 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the text is going to be shown into the list box. Then the internal value of each one is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's perfect for me. I suppose, my friend, if you want to share the actual item you're selecting, you should show it into a register. For example, I'm writing here the register RW30, and I specified that. I'll do apply, and then OK. So in the next component, in this text box, if I go to the attribute, I suppose, okay, you have to, when you select some item in the list box, you have to specify what is the actual item you're selecting, and you have to put it into a register. And so in this component, I said, okay, you have to read or write in the register RW30. RW30 is this one, and it's exactly this one. I wrote before RW30, and I specified it. You should to be the same, RW30. That's why when you select one item in the list box, it shows the total, the actual item in this text box. So the main question is, how can I take this value, then make a multiplication, and show it in the next one, in the next text box? For example, I do click here recipes. For example, we're in recipe 2. Okay, you show, okay, you're in the actual item is the number 2. That's perfect. Then I would like to make a click here in the yellow button, and I would like to make a multiplication from this value, the number 2, and then make a multiplication for 2, and then show it in this text box. Let me show you something. This text box, the name is, or this one is LW20. So we have two different registers. The first one are RW30, and the second register is LW20. So if I go to my main macro, okay, if I go to my main macro, just have one, I start showing or specifying the initial values are going to be 0, except, except, or this one. This to start is going to be 99. I just put just value 99 just to have a reference. So I set up, okay, to start. The final text box, it should get the final result. To begin, the value is going to be 99. That was worked perfect. But then I'm making the program line that is going to get the information from the total value. I mean, this variable means bar number is the same than recite, and this is in Spanish, my local language. This is the name of the HMI, and the final I'm specifying you should to get information from RW30. RW30 is this one. That is the same than this one. So the instruction is you have to catch first of all the information from RW30, and then you have to move it to this variable. Then this variable is the same one as this variable plus 2. And finally, you have to set the information of the multiplication exactly in all W20. That all W20 is exactly all W20. But if you run the program, it never catches the value of this. I'm going to run it. Types. The user is going to make a selection. For example, okay, this is the receive free. Internal, I know we are in the item number 3. And I would like to make a multiplication from this item for 2. If I do click here in the yellow button, it should to work, for example, here 6. Shows 99 and it's okay. But then shows, if I, for example, select this, okay, this value is perfect. If I do click here, it should to work, it should show first 99, and then it should to work the value 9, the value 1 or 2. 99, but then shows every time 0. So finally, the main question is, how can I take the value of this? This value is RW30. And then I would like to make a multiplication. And that multiplication is going to be shown this in LW20, but it doesn't work. Maybe you are asking why you have to catch this information. What is the main objective of this? The main objective of this is this one. Let me show you my code. Because I need to know what is the exactly register number is selecting, because then I will use this kind of sentences. Receive get data, and I need to specify what is the exactly register we are using. For ending, for example, when the program is running, receives, the second form is going to show some recipes are going to be set up from factory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And for example, if the user wants to modify this value, for example 2 instead of 3, the user is going to click in enter, and then the user is going to say, okay, we are going to work in recipe number 1. You will have in the future two different jobs you can make. The first one is to save the information. Okay, save, and the record is going to be recorded again into the recipes, or no. Or the second function is just to do click in the yellow button and then move all the information from the first row into the main. So finally, my friend, the question is, if I do click here, I know we are in register 3. How can I catch the value 3 into my macro to make a multiplication? Thank you very much.